Hey, boys and girls! Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. Your lessons today are going to look the same. If you take a quick peek, you're going to need to reread the passage titled The Early History of Flight and answer the comprehension questions. You're going to read to self for 20 minutes and fill out that stop and jot form. You're going to complete your 10 minutes of ready reading. You're going to complete the next lesson on Zern, which is Module 6, Lesson 3. You'll be learning about bar graphs today. You're going to practice your multiplication facts on extramath.org and complete 10 minutes of iReady Math. Let me quickly go over today's reading assignment. So, of course, you guys are going to reread the early history of flight. And then if you come down here, you're going to answer these questions. The first one says, who were the first hot air balloon passengers? So here's a trick, boys and girls. You're looking for what? Hot air balloon passengers. So when you go back up in your text to find the answer, look for the paragraph where it talks about the hot air balloon. And if you look, it's not in paragraph 1, 2, or 3, but it is in paragraph 4, the first hot air balloon. So I would start with paragraph 4 and continue reading. I see that paragraph 5 is also talking about hot air balloons, so there's a good chance it's in one of those two paragraphs, okay? I don't want to give too much else away. So if you go down to question 2, it says, when did the first manned hot air balloon flight take place? Again, look at paragraph 4 and 5. I bet you're going to find your answer there. Based on the text, what is the meaning of the word launch? Now, launch was in bold up here. So if you come back here and you find it, there's going to be some words around it that's going to help you figure that word out. Okay, what does it mean if you launch? And I want you to think about, we've been hearing a lot about the space shuttle. Okay, so the space shuttle launched into space. What do you think that could mean? And what problem did the French inventor Henry Giffard solve? So you're going to have to look for the problem he had and what he did to solve it. Okay, boys and girls, pretty self-explanatory today. There's just those 4 multiple choice questions, and I know you're going to do a great job on that. So I'm going to take you into Zern. You're doing lesson 3 today. I've completed lesson 3, so here I am logged in. I'm on the Tower of Power. So here we go. It says the 3rd grade is having field day and needs to know what ice cream toppings to serve. Create a bar chart of everyone's favorite toppings. Now, there's a couple of things I want to tell you, okay? You have to pay attention to the key. The key is what tells you represents. So in bar graphs, you don't have a key because you're actually, these numbers over here represent the number of students. So what it's showing you is that you're counting by fives, 5, 10. So each one of these boxes is worth 5. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you, and we might get a question like this in just a minute. Pay attention. If the question is asking you, for example, how many students picked gummy bears or hot fudge, when it uses the word or, you're going to add those two numbers together. If it said how many students chose gummy bears or more than hot fudge, then you're going to subtract. So more than means subtract. Okay. So here we go. Let me walk you through the Tower of Power today. So we have to go ahead and we have to show this. It's counting by 5. So if there's 35, I'm thinking 5 times what gets me to 35? 7. So if I do 7 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and follow that line over, it should say 35. Gummy bears is 30. So again, 5 times what gets me to 30? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you don't know that multiplication fact, which I know all of you know your 5 facts, you all did a wonderful job on our 5-fact quiz, then you could always count by 5. So the next one is chocolate chips, which is 10. You could just say 5, 10. Hot fudge, 5, 10, 15. Cherry, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, hit your enter. We'll see how we did. It says we got it. We're going to go to the next question. Here we go. Keep climbing. So it says the 3rd grade is having a field day and needs to know what ice cream toppings to serve. This is a bar chart of everyone's favorite topping. How many students chose hot fudge as their favorite topping? So now they're teaching you how to read the graph. So you're going to find hot fudge. Here's hot fudge. And we're going to count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Or if you followed it along, it would say 25. So we're going to type in our box 25 students. Enter. And then it says how many students chose cherry. Pretty self-explanatory. Ooh, they switched up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 35 in there. Let's see, keep climbing. Last one, boys and girls. Last section, I should say. So this is how many more students chose chocolate chips and sprinkles. How many more? You're subtracting. Take the bigger number. So chocolate chips and sprinkles. Chocolate chips had the bigger number than sprinkles did. They had 40. Sprinkles had 15. So what's 40 minus 15? Let's see if Mrs. Smith is right. Woohoo! And we're done. All right, boys and girls, pretty easy peasy stuff today on your assignments. I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday, and make sure you tune back in tomorrow for Thursday's lesson and video. All right, boys and girls, take care. Miss you. Bye.